I'm Dan Soloway. I'm the host of the Health and Fitness Radio Show. Been doing radio for 13 years, interviewing some of the top people in the world, educating people on how to turn around different health conditions. Before that, I was known as the inventor of the Hydrotone exercise equipment, which is used all over the world. Had a great time working with pro teams, working with various celebrities. Well, now I find most of the health problems need to be approached through nutrition, supplements, and now through water. And I'll explain that in just a moment. But I want to tell you how important it is to get the pH up. Now, there's many books written on pH. pH keeps the body at a level that it has to be able to get the cells working like they're meant to. Our normal pH is 7.34 to 7.4 within your cells. Now, when cancer develops, when cancer metastasizes, it's become acidic within the cell. It's dropped down to 6.5. So as a nutritionist, as a PhD in nutrition, one of my jobs when I'm helping people with something like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, is to raise the pH. And there's various ways to do that. But most important is minerals. Minerals is the determining factor on the pH. There's many books written on this, and one of my favorite books is the Magnesium Miracle. The Magnesium Miracle, magnesium alone has over 400 functions in the body. In fact, a lot of people out there taking calcium, and that's very important. But without enough magnesium, the calcium won't function. But more importantly, without magnesium, your blood vessels tighten down, your muscles tighten down, your blood sugar doesn't function. So many different things. You get depressed. Your kidney stones build up because magnesium helps dissolve the calcium or separate it apart, helps place it back into the bones. Well, 80% of you are deficient in magnesium. 80%. The country that's most deficient in magnesium is Sweden. That means it sets them up for heart attacks. In fact, they have 4 times more heart attacks than the countries that have adequate amount of magnesium in their water and their food. So you need magnesium, but that's only one of many minerals that you need. But magnesium is very important. Now, there's another book that I like, a couple different books. You can see here, there's a book on all the different minerals that the body needs and how they affect the body. And so you have to get all the minerals: selenium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, manganese. The list goes on and on. They all have various functions. For instance, if you're a diabetic, you'll get great benefit and sometimes reverse it just by increasing chromium picolinate, or chromium, and vanadium and zinc. All these things will affect it, but also magnesium. Getting those back up will allow the sugar work with the insulin and be brought into the cell and be burnt where it's supposed to be. But deficient in those, it's very hard to turn diabetes around. So those deficiencies in our body are causing a lot of the major problems people are suffering with. Now here's another book called The pH Miracle. And The pH Miracle deals with what you need to do to get the pH. Now, normally they tell you to take certain products, which is what I did as a nutritional counselor, and to eat certain food like greens, a lot of greens, and a lot of berries and cantaloupe and apples. Avoid sugary fruit like bananas, but eat a lot of very good fruits with a lot of color to them, and a lot of vegetables that have no starch. The reason no starch is sugar will raise the acid state in the body, will make the body more acidic. So will stress and carbonation. One of the big crises in our society is the carbonated drinks. If I drink one cola or any carbonated drink, I have to drink 32 glasses of a high pH water to overcome that. And speaking of water, before I used to say, someone come to me with high blood pressure, I'd say, I need to get your magnesium up. You need a very high dose. Either you're going to have to take these tablets, which are going to be hard to absorb, or this powder, or you're going to take it in a more efficient way. And that's when magnesium is suspended in water. Well, to do that, they're going to have to spend $50 a month taking liquid magnesium suspended in water. And then they're going to have to take potassium and all these other things. And this is going to get very expensive, but it works very well. Now there's other things I have to do too for blood pressure, but that's one of the things I would recommend to people. Now though, there's a simple, tasty way to get all the minerals you need to fill in all those deficiencies just by your constant process that we all do is drink water. But a lot of you don't like water because water a lot of times doesn't taste good. It's because it's not the kind of water our body was designed to have. Now this has been solved by a company called DreamTree. The DreamTree ceramic conversion system. I'll show you the picture right here, and there's different ways they've done this. But the picture has these ceramic beads with 110 minerals embedded in the ceramic beads. So as water is poured down through here, it picks up those minerals and disperses them into the water. And as it disperses them into the water, they are held in the water and they stay in contact with this tube. If the tube that has the ceramic beads wasn't there, after a few days it would lose its pH and it would lose the minerals. They'd start falling down. But this way it stays that way. So when you drink the water from this pitcher, you're getting the minerals, you're getting the pH we're looking for. And another plus side, because some things add minerals to water and they add the pH, but when we measure it, it doesn't have the antioxidant levels. And that's the third major factor that makes this such a fantastic system. Really fantastic. In fact, inside here, they've even taken it one step further. They've embedded it with nano silver, so bacteria can't grow inside the pitcher. Really a wonderful, wonderful added addition to that. Everything this company does works that way. They even have made it very simple to take these ceramic sticks. And so if you're traveling and you stop and get you a bottle of good clean water, you drop these in, shake it up a little bit, wait maybe 10 or 20 minutes. Now you have the high pH water that we find in the pitcher that you can use at home. What I personally do, and you can see that I'm drinking from this right now, I have 2 of these sticks in this glass. I fill this up with my pitcher at home, then I have these sticks in here, and I carry this around with me. And I'll drink 3 of those, maybe 4. Especially when I first started, I drank about 4 of these a day, which meant I drank 2 gallons of the DreamTree water a day. Why would I drink that much water? I used to weigh 200 pounds just a month or so ago. I'm 75% water. That means 150 pounds of me is water. So when I first start drinking this, I'm going to feel energy, because anytime you have high pH and you have the right minerals, your electrical system comes alive. But I needed to replace all that water that wasn't as good as water as what my body's designed to have. So it takes a while to replace that. So that's why I've noticed over the weeks of using this and months, I start feeling better and better and better. When your pH is off, it's like having one end of a battery not functioning. So when calcium and magnesium function back and forth, flipping back and forth, or sodium and potassium flip back and forth across the cell wall, they make electrical current. When calcium molecules flip across the synapses of the nerve, electrical current runs down your arm and you're able to close your fist. When you don't have the right minerals in the right proportion to each other, it starts shutting down. And you just don't feel good. You have no energy. You don't have any energy inside your cells. You raise that up, now it's like having a charged battery. That's why you start feeling so much energy from DreamTree. They know how to do it. Now, this is very similar to the way nature does it. That's the whole beauty of it. There's some artificial ways that cost $4,500 that all they do is raise the pH by using electrolysis separating the water molecules. They're forgetting the most important factor. Not only do you need the pH, but you need all 110 of those minerals to fill in all the deficiencies, because minerals run everything in your body. Everything. The enzymes, vitamins are cofactors that work with the minerals. All these things have to be there for the system to work, or you're going to set yourself up for a wide variety of diseases and not be able to turn around. This only has the minerals our body are designed to have and in the right proportion. So it's a perfect system. I love DreamTree, and it's going to change your life. Everybody needs to be drinking this water, and they need to be washing their vegetables in it and bringing those vegetables back to life. They need to be using this every day, which I do. You'll find it very easy to do because it's the best tasting water you've ever tasted. And that's what first got my attention. I never tasted water that tasted this good. So drink up and enjoy a fuller, happier life.